My first pets. I don't even know the number right now, but I'm sitting here reminiscing. So here we go. My first ever. You won it in a carnival session goldfish. Had no idea that you had to change the water. What was I, like 5, 6? My what's it called? Brother 10, you know? Don't know you gotta change the water. That thing died in like 3 days. Then there was my hamster. I named him Loco because he was, the first night that I had him, he slept upside down in his little like tube, little climbing tube for like 30 minutes, and it was so funny. But my aunt, my mom's sister, gave me my, like, I've been begging my parents. They're like, no, we're not getting you a hamster. It's crazy. In hindsight, yes, it is. But at the time, I was like, no, it's small. It'll stay in my room. It's da-da-da-da, like, it's perfect, right? And I was begging for like a long time. We moved into a new house, and so I guess I was just like, I'm so lonely. I have no friends. I have nobody. My brother doesn't even hang out with me anymore. All these things, right? And so we finally got a hamster. Christmas Day came through, and it's so funny because it was like a snow day. Like, yes, it's Christmas, but no one should be driving. And she came with a hamster to drop off for me, and that was dope. And long story short, I starved it to death on accident because I didn't realize that I wasn't feeding it. I was like, oh, after it, you discover it is gone in the cage. It's there, but it's not moving. Oh, that's why all those nights of screaming and trying to gnaw through the bars and having a full bag of food, but none in the cage. Third was my black Shar-Pei that I got from a neighbor. One night my dad decided while he was drinking with the neighbor that they wanted to get rid of one of their dogs. One was a Shar-Pei, the other was like a little like Schnauzer or something, but they were both black. I guess they had grown up together. Long story short, I paid $35, my half for the dog. That was the agreement. And that dog did not like any other dog. She did not play. She was like, oh, there's a dog, we're getting it. There's a squirrel, we're getting it. There's a cat, we're getting it. She did not care. And everyone called her Demon Dog. We had to get rid of Shar-Pei. Not because we had to, but because I decided we had to. My dad was so mad because I wasn't picking up the poop no more. And I was like, Dad, it's so much poop. It's so much. He was like, you wanted the dog. You begged for the dog. And now you're telling me you don't want this dog. Yes. But it wasn't just the poop. Let me be serious for a second. That dog hated every other animal that would come around. So if I could walk it, if I could have it at the door, if I could have it anywhere, it would try. It wasn't even trying to get out. It was literally just trying to roam the neighborhood looking for people or people's pets to fucking go ahead and attack. So, and no, it wasn't easy catching her. So, yeah, no, Dad, I don't want to walk her. I don't want to pick up her poop. I don't even want to hang out with her because she doesn't like hanging out with me. So, yeah, let's get rid of her. And then I became homeless and decided to get a cat. So let's talk about my fourth pet. I was homeless in my car, having this cat because I had been in my car for over a year. I was going to school. I was getting depressed. Like, let's just make this last semester. And I needed some mental fortitude. And I had heard that cats are really good at keeping the vibes. And I was like, they come for free off of Craigslist. It's perfect. I'm broke. I just gotta show up. I got the kitten. Actually, I had a friend come with me and help me. We got the kitten. And I had that cat. We used to walk it. Or we used to walk together in the parks. I just discovered what the magic of purring is. And I love cats. I'm a cat person. I told you I had a dog first. I love cats. So I asked, I had gotten into a temporary situation with some family, and I had asked one of them to house me while I figured out this situation with these kittens, and it didn't work out. So I ended up in the car again with kittens and drove to their new owners, found out where some healthy homes were that would really take care of the animals, got references, recommendations, like, yeah, these are free kittens, but I'm responsible for them. So making a point, it kind of made me feel better about the crazy chaos that was going on. Fast forward, I find out she's pregnant because she's giving birth in the car. I'm like really taking stock of my situation right now because I just got a cat because I needed company. I didn't realize what had happened was her. I just wasn't sure. And now there's kittens under my seat. So my cat's looking, when I use the word traumatized, I'm looking like, not only is she worried that she almost like what just happened to her, but like, are you mad? Are you gonna kick me out of this car? That was awful to see in a cat's eyes that I gotten as a kitten. That's crazy. Felt bad after like I got out of my car. I was back staying with friends, staying with family, trying to make sure my cats were taken care of, paying people to board them, because let's take a step back, shall we? The thing about cats, I learned the hard way because I got a girl cat. They get attacked and pregnant, and the sound of your own knowing it's your cat, don't know where they are, but hearing them, and then not knowing because they don't show signs of pregnancy. They don't come out and be like, here I am. They just do their thing. Matter of fact, after that happened, my cat was paranoid. She refused to go outside longer than it took to do her little round the neighborhood march, and she would hide a lot more. Like, I would find her in the tree, and she never used to do that before. Fast forward, I ended up getting into a place. I have my own place now, and I have my cat. She's spayed. No more of that. I actually ended up, long story, but ended up having a second litter. And this second litter, I actually had a lot easier time with because I was actually getting help from some friends. They were helpful. Let me just say that, because how did this happen twice? It's like 1, 2. I don't think I had even realized that she had what is it? Capable of having another pregnancy so fast when she did. So it was like, oh my God, okay, I didn't know that happened. Now we know. Responsibly got rid of those kittens too in like a these are good homes place, and thanks to my friends. Fast forward, I'm in my own place. I'm no longer having my cat out and not spayed. I'm no longer having any kittens, and I have my own place. I get a cat to keep her company, because at this point I'm like, yeah, she does well on her own, but it's every single day. So I got her a young boy kitten. And let me tell you, she was trying to discipline this kitten because he was like a legit like baby when I got him, and she was already 2 litters in, so she knew what to do. She's trying to discipline him. My dumb ass don't realize she's trying to discipline him. I'm thinking, oh, she's just beating him up because he's little. And in reality, I should have let her discipline him, because then she was smaller than him by the time he got bigger, and she kind of lost faith in me as the person to protect her, because she was like, you let him get away with this, and I was already going to take care of it. So that's kind of like what I believe the reason is for the next part of the story. Is the first chance she had to run away, I've had her for 1.5 years. She's been in and out cat herself forever. She decided, no, it's time to go. And she left. And when I tell you, she never came back. She knows where I live. She knows where I live. And she never came back. Okay, fine. Acceptance. So I have 1 cat, the one I got to keep the other cat company, and I love this cat. That's probably part of the problem. I love this cat a lot too. But no. I'm over here saying no. So to the older cat. Anyway, so I become pregnant. I do everything in my power to keep this cat, because I love this cat. I got him. He's an adorable cat. He's in terms of like the coat, like that's a big thing for cats. He had a very nice coat, and he was just an orange cat energy. If you understand, you understand. But he needed to go to a better home. He was too good of a cat. He was too good of a cat. And I was pregnant, moving into a smaller place, and he wasn't gonna get the attention he needed. And a sign of that was like, he peed on my luggage because he thought I was gonna get rid of him. And I was like, oh, I would never. But it ended up having to happen. But the good thing was, again, a great home. People that I just know off the rip would respect that he's a handsome cat, let alone a very personality strong cat. So I just was like, gotta let it happen. So those are my cats, and I would definitely get another one, give it a chance. It's coming. And then I had, while I was pregnant, a spur of the moment, crazy. I went to the animal shelter to feel better. I was like, let me go to this animal shelter. Let me go check it out. Let me go see how this is, you know. Excuse me. Let me go see some animals to feel better, because I most likely am never getting one, but you know, being around them temporarily will do something. So then I went and I found an adorable dog that just I fell in love with, and I went and purchased her and took her for 2 weeks. I got kicked out of my apartment. I got all this shit because she destroyed the apartment. Anyway, there's a lot of other stuff, but if there was a reason, that was the reason I got kicked out of my apartment. Anyway, and I ended up so the dog I had during the time I had the cat, the boy cat. And let me tell you, they get along really well. Cats and dogs get along. I was like, how ironic, right? The only problem is me. My last pet, Smokey Boy. Let me tell you something about Smokey Boy. He wasn't my pet. He was a friend's, a dear friend of mine. We actually went to go find this dog because we were both hella sad. And we were like, let's go look at animals. Let's go find some animals. And in the middle of checking these animals out, I had a different friend FaceTime me. I was like, buy that dog right now. A different dog. Never had a bunch of dogs, obviously. Eventually, got the dog. Meant to be a friend's dog. They never came back to get it. So it was my dog. But they named him already. Smokey Boy. Juicy as fuck. Sorry. Anyway, so I ended up losing my second apartment. And that boy came with me to the other place I was staying, the smaller place. And he ran away. He ran away. But you know what's funny? It was a nice, affluent area. So I knew he'd be good regardless. It's all good. But let me tell you, it was like the best representation of my life at the time. My Smokey Boy, he ran away. It wasn't even mine. Anyway.